everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Stacy with Crafty Dragon Creations, and today I'm going to work some more on my journal that I've already started on. If you didn't see the other video, this is the cover for my journal, and I'll clean all this off, but this was made from a pillow sham. So, and if you can hear some noisy, squishy stuff in there. So this is the cover, so I'm going to kind of go along with the browns and greens and everything. So what I'm going to do today is make a couple of these little paper sample booklets. I have so many scraps and I really need to use them up, so I want to make some more of these. Plus they're great for, you know, Happy Mail or swaps or anything like that, but they're, you know, thin enough you can put them in a journal, and people can either use the paper for collaging or, you know, their own creations, or they can write on it. It can be used as a notebook. Just depends on what they want to do, what kind of paper you put in there. Like this one is a dyed, I think this is ink, dyed book page. So that can be used in a collage. Then there's a piece you can just write on. There are some lines, some blank pages, more book page. So it's just a fun way to use up your scraps and, you know, pass them on to other people. So I'm going to make some of these today. So what you need is just scraps of paper. I have all kinds of paper around me. I have this thing full of different stuff. I also have another drawer over there to my right that has a lot of stuff. So let's just start with that. So I have this scrap. That's a pretty, and you can cut this, you can tear it, whatever you want to do. I think for this one I'm just going to use a regular ruler, and they don't have to be perfectly straight, but I want to make them somewhat straight. So I think I'm going to start with this, make this my template, so to speak. As for these size, you know, I don't want to go any bigger than this. So set that over here, and here, let me do it this way. Let's kind of see where I want to tear, and they don't all have to be, you know, the same length. They can be different lengths. I could even, so I don't waste anything, I could even make that my, you know, I could go that wide, because like I said, it's gonna go like in a pocket in the journal. So I think we'll just stick with that. You can also add smaller pages. So this is just a piece of a book page. I'm gonna tear a piece of this coffee dyed paper. Use some of that. And these little ones, you know, these little pieces, I can make a smaller one. So we'll keep those kind of in a little pile over there. Okay. This is, I don't know, probably the bag of something, some kind of packaging. So we're going to use that. Just tear that. This is a really good scrap buster project. Of course, I feel like any scrap busting we do tends to make more scraps. Am I right? But that's okay. For using up stuff we have, that's what we need to do. So I have a lot of this brown paper. I mean, I have even more in a drawer over there, so I'm just gonna tear a piece of this, put that in there. I might even add more of that. We'll see. And then I have some, you can just put, you know, notebook paper. This is from a steno pad. So we're gonna put that in there. I'll go ahead and take some of that off. There we go. Use this for my smaller one. Use this for another one. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm gonna do 10. I think that's a good number to have. Let's do a colorful one. This is dyed. I think this was dyed with Easter egg dye. Y'all, Easter egg dye is amazing. It really produces some really cool stuff, and you can see, I think, how the colors have kind of separated. So yeah, that is a lot of fun. Gives you some really cool effect. So, sorry, there's a window right there, so I kind of have that sun glare, but we'll work on that. Okay, so was that 8? And let's put this in there. So that makes 9. And let's pick one more. How about, there we go. I took some little deposit things from my boss. He doesn't keep these, so whenever I tear the deposit slip off, I keep these because he just throws them away. So I've coffee dyed these. So we'll just put one of those on there. Okay, I'm gonna count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I have 10 pieces of just random paper. And you can kind of decide what you want to be on the front, on the back. Doesn't really matter. I think I'm just gonna leave mine just like that. I do want to be, excuse me, aware though of this smaller piece. So I want to make sure, however I put this together, that I get that smaller piece in there. And I don't really want them, you know, all to one side. I want it kind of wonky. Okay. So for this one, I think I'm just going to staple. And I'm just going to take my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I'm just going to staple kind of in the middle. I'm not going to measure. And then we'll do one on each side. And there you go. And they can tear this off, or they can keep it together, or like I said, they can, you know, someone can just tear off a little piece and use it, and then it'll go in the pocket of a journal. How cool is that? All right, let's do another one. Let's start off with this. This is a piece that I think that's acrylic paint. Then I put some kind of, I don't know if you can see, kind of glittery top on it. I don't know, but I thought it came out kind of cool. Great to use in collages. I don't know that you can write on this. Maybe with a gel pen or something. Okay, so we'll start with that. And let's use a piece of this. It's just paper from a ring-bound notebook, which actually the notebook I got this out of is in my haul video. So if you want to check that out, I will link that below. Keep that. Let's tear this off, and I'm going to keep this on there because I think that is super cool. So we'll keep that. That's 2. And let's see. This is that grade school writing paper. I just got it at the Dollar Tree, I think. Okay, so that's 3. Let's go ahead and tear some of that off. See? Making more scraps. Okay. And I'm going to use some parchment paper or baking paper that I think I used this to lay tea-dyed papers on, and it of course dyed the paper, so I gotta keep that, right? So I'm just gonna tear some of that off. Oh, and I love how this stuff sounds. I love playing with it. I think a lot of us out there kind of have that same likeness. I don't want to say problem because, you know, it's not a problem. Okay. See, I'm just making more scraps, right? But that's okay. All right. So now we got 4. Let's do just like a regular sheet of paper. There we go. That's 5. Oh, over here. This was a piece of graph paper that I did some jelly printing on. So I'm just going to go around this print here because I'll keep that. So that's not really a scrap. Okay, but these I've now made more scraps. Alright, let's do that. And it's okay that that's on there, you know? Gives it more character. 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And let's see. This is a piece of scrapbook paper, I think. So we'll just use some of that. Oops, I think that fell on the floor. That's okay. We'll get it. And you can put, you know, 2 of the same papers in there. That's okay. I just I like to offer variety. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's see here. Okay, here's a piece. Now this is kind of a little bit thicker cardstock, but that's okay. You can have not only a variety of colors and stuff, but a variety of thicknesses. So I believe that was 8. Let's do some of this. And let's go ahead and take this white part off. Oops. So there's 9. Let's do one more. Let's see. Here, we'll do this. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we got 10. I think for this one, make sure. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just staple right in the middle, kind of at the top, just to hold it together. But then I'm gonna let's take this piece, and I'm gonna make a top for it. So I'll show you. And I used my tearing ruler. I mean, you know, with the tearing edge. Okay. And then to kind of make it more, that's not gonna fit. Okay, hold on. Sorry, scratch that. This needs to be a little bit wider, so when I fold it over, well, wait, this might work still. Hold on. Okay. Probably could have put this on my scoreboard to get a better fold, but okay. All right, that'll work. Because that staple is so tiny. There we go. And then I'm just gonna use my little scissors. Oh no, I want to tear it. Okay. And let me get some glue. Just using Barely Arts glue. I'm gonna put some right in there. Just fold it over the top. Make sure it's even-ish. Get that pressed down. And there we go. They have a little top on it. So if you don't like seam the staple. You can do it that way. All right, I'm gonna make one more with a different way of topping it. In there. And I'm gonna use these little scraps over here. Okay, so 1, 2, and you could put however many you want in here. I just like to do 10 or so, but it doesn't matter. 4, 5, 6. Let's cut this one a little bit. 7. 8. 9. Okay. Well, no. Okay. We'll just put 9 on this one. So just have little scraps. Put them down like that. And then going to sew it, and I'm just gonna pick a color out of here. I think I have like 3 of these with all kinds of different colors, but this is a really good way to use colors that you normally wouldn't use, because it's not, you know, this particular thing is not themed for anything specific. So this little piece, it's like a light purple. It's kind of hard to pick up on the camera there. Okay, so alright, so I pre-poked holes. We're going to go down through the top and leave a decent tail there. Oops. Come up through the back. And make it even. Go. And just tie a little bow. And you can make it, let's make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And that way, the person who uses this one, they can take that out if they want, and you know, they're not tearing the paper, and just got some little holes to cover. But yeah, there's that one. So again, there's 3 different ways to make these little booklets, and I'll show you. That out of the way. I have my signatures here of the journal I'm working on. This is made from an envelope, so I could put this in that one. Or let's see, I think I have, okay, I have a pocket here, a little corner pocket, so I could take one of these bigger ones put it in there. And it's not super bulky, doesn't take up a whole lot of room. So yeah, you could also, if you want to, glue here, stick it down on your page. So you could have, you know, the bigger one, and they can tear off or write on it as they want. So there you go. And you can get creative with the way you top. You can do eyelets, like I said. You can put, if you hold this together and just put some glue, put several layers of glue on there, and it's like one of those tear off, you know, notebooks. You can stitch across there. I like to do that. I like to do the zigzag stitch. I think that looks cute. So if you have that ability, you can do that. But yeah, there you go. Cute little scrap busting papers, sample booklets. That's what we're gonna call it. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.